Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Still a wee bit sick. Wee bit sick. How are we doing today? What is up? Are we ready for today's very normal stream that is normal? Because this stream's about to get hella normal up in here. We're about to get so freaking normal right now. Figure we can sandbag it a little bit. But yeah, what's up, Gazo? What's up, Unicorn? Welcome. Perfectly normal stream on April 1st. Yes. Yes, it is April 1st, which is exactly why this is a normal stream. Yeah, we're just, probably can't be live for too long, because today was the first day I woke up and felt kind of not sick, which is good. At the same time, my voice does not, it's not feeling it. Alright, let's go ahead and, let's get started, I guess. We ready to play Slay the Spire? We are ready, right? Like, that's an actual, we're ready to do this? Are you ready? Ready! Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Slay the Spire stream. Today we will be playing Slay the Spire. We might be playing Silent today, I think. Maybe Defect. I'm not sure. But we're, so I was losing a bunch with Silent yesterday, which I think was kind of funny. And that, like, I don't know why, honestly. It felt like I had stuff. I felt like I was making game plans, and then I would just kind of end up losing, and I'm just get very confused. Wait a second, something isn't normal. What isn't normal, Unicorn? What's off? Is something the matter? Did you change your hair? Oh my god, thank you, Unicorn, for noticing I did change my hair. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's awesome of you to notice. I'm glad you pay attention to stuff like that. See, my... oh no, you can't see energy. See, my audience is so good because they notice when I change things about the stream. You know. It looks good. It makes your fat milkers look big. Nice. Nice. Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. The stream looks so much better than the regular ones. Yeah, it's because of the hair change, right? It's gotta be because of that, right? Yeah. It's because of the hair change. Okay, yeah. I felt like I should maybe wear my hair like this more often. It just feels kind of, right. AoE card. What else would be the reason? I'm just making sure, like, sometimes people show up to the stream and you feel like, oh, today's like a different day. Like, I feel something within myself. Like, it feels different. You know what I mean? Sometimes people just feel different, and that's okay. I don't feel very different, though, because the only thing I changed was my hair, so... I don't think there's any real reasons to be concerned. But how are all of you doing today? Are you enjoying your April 1st? April 1st. I can confirm that it's nice that I woke up feeling sort of okay today. Because the last couple days I woke up and... a little awkward. I woke up and I just had like a headache. And I'm like, yep, that definitely means I'm still sick. That happened for a number of days. Yup. What would be the play here? I need to do like 8 damage to that thing and block 8. That's impossible. Okay. What if I need to hit it twice? Oh, nice. That's just lethal. Hope your sickness doesn't just play a prank on you. It's like some kind of sick joke from the universe. To be like, you're getting better. Just kidding, you're not. I hate being sick because it, like, ruins everything. The jiggling is killing me, man. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you... What do you mean? I thought we all knew that Flaris didn't have jiggle physics. Like, that was kind of... It's like a major part of my character, I'd say. The jiggling of your hair. Oh, yeah. I did up the physics a little bit on my hair. That is correct. I did actually... I'm glad you're appreciating the artistic merit of my work. It's good, that's good. I don't know if I want to take, like, a poison card, like this deadly poison. We're fighting an elite. Maybe I just kind of have to. So here's the thing, is we have a plan. I just don't know if the plan's very good. We're gonna be executing the plan, and we're gonna be seeing if it's good. If you want, by the way, after this, you can go check out the silent run that I recorded. It's a pretty good run, I would say. It finished in 23 minutes? Probably actually my fastest silent run I've ever done. So... it's pretty fast. It's for 12. Jokes? What about jokes? Guys, do we think jokes are funny? Wanted to watch it before you started the stream? You mean like you did watch it? This is for 8. So this stuns it. I think the problem with flipping it over when it gets the vigor is that, like, there's a chance to... yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, you probably don't need to, watch it for that long. I think the bit runs itself after the first, like, 5 seconds. And it's fine. I think... so I recorded a bunch of offline stuff, and I'm kind of sad because it seems like people aren't super interested in watching the runs, which is fair. That is fair. I'll just keep playing Spire and then see where that goes. Man, I'm already feeling tired. I woke up a bit early today. Because someone in the castle was singing. Just dead ass, like, full decibel singing. Rather, I think I woke up before that, and then I tried to go back to sleep, and I was unable to go back to sleep because of... it's Probably the more accurate thing to say. A block would be nice. When I kind of want to go back to like editing some stuff. Yeah, it sucks. I think the thing that sucks for me about being sick, aside from the fact like you can't like really, well, I don't personally go outside when I'm ill, because I think getting other people sick is pretty lame. Oh, I can only do one block. Let's go. This thing might kill me because I missed a block there. So what's the plan now? We can strangle this for 8. Take 9. If I discard the untouchable card, well, I didn't. I was like, do I get to play it? So this is 12 plus 6, that's enough. It's like, I also can't really get work done. That's the thing that I was gonna say. Like, it's hard to, focus and stuff. Because body is dying. But we're working on it. I made a meme, and I was like, I don't know, sometimes there's things, I feel like there are often things where I'm like, hell yeah, this is the this is the reason why this video is being made, is like this, exactly, this thing that is existing. I get really excited about it. I showed a friend the meme. They were like, good meme. I'm like, hell yeah, I love good memes. Good memes are awesome. Like, Strangle does 8. The problem is that I don't actually really want to target this thing. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. It could have been worse because I could have been doing other stuff. I see what you mean now. But, no. It was, not that either. I'm wondering if we take Snakebite. Because, I don't really know what our damage situation is here. Like, I want to say Acrobatics Untouchable is not a damage situation, if you know what I mean. On the other hand, having, like, some kind of multi-play stuff so that after image is better is like maybe a thing that's worth considering. So it's like I feel like I have a way to kill the boss. I feel like I have like a decent AoE block. The Strangle kind of just ended up in our deck, and then this Untouchable is good for blocking. Could probably use a little bit more block. Like I'll take a backflip or a footwork. Or a Fasten. Fasten is also very good. Nice boss HP. Only do 15 damage this turn. See, it's like we have plans, we have stuff. We probably don't need this bounce. I don't think we need the bubble. We've got stuff. We have 2 poison cards, and Noxious Fumes would be great. That's a footwork. Footwork's good. Cloak and Dagger, interestingly, works well with the after image that we have. I'm just gonna upgrade this footwork, though. We have 2 speed potions. We can go incredibly fast if we want to. Let's probably discard like Ascender's Bane. Need to get the poison rolling. Oh, right, we have top. Yo, we have top. Let's go. Blade Dance. Again, this just kind of seems like a we should get the ball rolling type deal. Maybe this is fine. It blocks this turn. Does a bit of damage. We've now expended our charge. So we enjoying the stream so far? Do we feel like good change, bad change? Just kind of like looking for feedback to, iterate on my designs, It's typical, I think, design-oriented thing to say, like, oh, I just want to make sure that I'm iterating on my good ideas and stuff like that. Hard to say, very hard. True. Okay, yeah. I understand that, change is pretty hard. I get that. Hardness, I get that. But, sometimes, when you got a good idea, you just gotta let it go. And, who knows, maybe it'll work out. Can act in indifference, I suppose, of the result. We needed both speed potions, which was really fun. Huge blocks. Big fat blocks. Malaise is a card that can be pretty good sometimes. It's good versus the whole boss. It's good versus, like, Entomancer. I think we can take it. I'm getting kind of tired, honestly. Just feel like maybe I could have had, like, a... Maybe we could have just animated this instead of needing to actually jump the entire stream. Okay, what are we doing? We have a footwork, we have some stuff, we could get Calling Bell. Get to the Curse of the Bell, we could transform all our strikes into defense. Pandora's Box is, like, pretty good, actually, so if we get, like, a bunch of good stuff off of this. Note, we are losing 5 blocks, so we got 1 block, which is pretty bad, honestly. I would say that getting 1 block is not great. We probably will need to fix that. Sort of looking like here. Actually, like, what if I did something like this? Like I went, like, I know we can't really backtrack, but like sort of doing something like that. I wish I could like zoom out on the map a little bit because I want to show that, like, you know, there's this path here. They kind of like loop together. They loop together. And then sort of like at like this line, they connect. And then it like branches off from there. Like into these different ones. So I'm just saying, like, you know, there's a lot of stuff you can do with that. Um like what do we think about that? Pretty good, you know. Don't think I would have noticed that. That's yeah. Sometimes, you know, you're just the 2 paths which are at the start and then they like kind of get connected and then split off. Like it's kind of a, you know, just feel like I should clean this up a little bit. You know, it's sometimes you just have to be good at understanding the maps, understanding your path, honestly. But that's enough of that. So I think we're looking at probably like this side. Sort of looking at that. But we could also do something like that. Both of them are elite before bonfire. Unless we want to take this one, which we probably will. Considering we have no blocks in our deck. Which is a concern. It's a calculated gamble. We have another... We have like a noxious fumes. Pretty sure we don't want to take 15. But is it better to take 9 and then have not resolved this noxious fumes? This thing attacks for like 26 in a number of turns, so probably better to just like get it going. We've taken 29 damage in this fight. One off lethal. We've taken 33 damage in this fight. We just need to pick blocks, honestly. This is for 6. You're doing full damage to me. Having difficulty concentrating, honestly. So tired, man. Find energy here? We did not. No. It's the worst. Taking like 13 here. We did like this. And then like 2. It's pretty good. You two are also having difficulty concentrating? So real. So real. Just how it is nowadays. It's like harder to focus on stuff, you know. There's so much information getting thrown at us all the time, and it's like, man. Just getting, like, constantly stimulated feels like it's a bit much. Just all the time, non-stop. It's like, can you give me a break? Jeez. I don't know what I'm doing here. Because poisoning it, or rather piercing wailing it, doesn't actually work. I suppose this is a block still, and then we can, like, do this. That works. Malaise for 3 is available. Notably, that is not actually winning the game, but you can do and block and then and malaise. Provides the most amount of block, I think. This deck is, like, really slow, honestly. Very, very slow. Oh, we could throw a fire potion. Could find this dodge and roll. Like, I definitely wanted to play the murder. Maybe we just make the game not complicated. Oh, that's not actually lethal, I'm realizing. Pretty funny. Like, do we take another? So we have Survivor, Acrobatics. We have 2 prepareds, I believe. We have 1 prepare. No, we have 2 prepareds. Which means I think we can take this Untouchable. I want to upgrade one of the prepares. Can we stop getting hallway fights, man? Can we stop with this, please? It's gonna be -9. Let me do that. There's a lot of damage. I think we need to do this. Like, that's you. Oh, I could have maybe, like, tutored for a block. Can I still tutor for a block? Not really. This would be like 9-8. Oh, it had strangle on it. I didn't notice. Haze is an AoE poison card. It's not a block. We kind of need blocks. I'm pretty sure we just need blocks. I don't know, like, with how much poison our deck has, maybe we just, like, don't actually need the protection. We could do it without. Take this deflect. No, I'll take this dodge and roll. Lamp! Lamp is really good. Lamp is quite good. This thing definitely has a chance to kill me. See, now I really wish I took the haze. I do actually wish I took the haze. What's our plan? Like, throw some poison, throw some blocks. This piercing whale is probably really good. I guess, ooh, we want to find, yeah, Accelerant and Footwork are both good. We don't need to play the Accelerant yet. We could wait. We can wait and just block. So I think we can put in our hand here. We can put, follow through. What was the last thing we just did? Prepared? Put follow through in our hand. That's pretty good. And then now we just don't really have anything else. I guess we're still taking a lot of damage. Ah. Can't really snake bite. I guess we could, like, double dodge and roll. And then have a lot of block next turn. Sup, Crimson? How are you? Going on? Nice. Huge murder turn. Speedster. Notably not a block card, but we do have 2 calculated gambles. It might be an idea. Can remove 2 cards from our deck. Is there anything we want to remove from our deck? Like, Up My Sleeve is a little clunky. Envenom's a little clunky. Strangle's a little clunky. Might be the Envenom. I think the Envenom is probably the most clunky here. We have damage in the form of Noxious Fumes and Up My Sleeve and stuff. No Ray and Narja would have been too much. Just didn't really, like, fit on the screen in the way I wanted it to be honest. Let's remove this, and, because there would be, like, an empty space at the top of the banner. I guess I could have added, like, another thing. Maybe that would have worked better. It was Up My Sleeve, and, what else? Strangle, right? The thing is, Strangle is, like, upfront damage, so, like, that is a real thing. Maybe I only needed to remove one here. Oh, it was Envenom, that's what it was. It's just things that cost too much energy in my deck that I can't actually really use. Okay. This forward can play Noxious Fumes. Block. Yeah, regrettably, people also really don't seem to care much about the Chaos Zero runs, which is reasonable. Actually, I don't know if you saw the dev note. You see the dev note on the new game mode? I was thinking of discussing it for my next video. And by discuss it, I mean, like, not really go over it and instead talk about the trappings of being a gacha game and how it, you know, poses restrictions on the game design. Do I want to block here? I think it's a blocking time. Stopped playing that game a few weeks ago. That's reasonable. Yeah, they're coming out with the sortie mode, which appears to be, at least to what they're saying, is like more of a roguelike experience, like roguelike experience. So I wanted to talk about, I mean, I could like pull up my notes, I guess, and kind of rattle them off. Let me just like finish this fight first. Okay. Do need to block for like a lot of damage. We could also Ghost in a Jar, which like is Ghost worth 18 HP? Like actually kind of. Our other way of blocking here was like After Image, which isn't super incredible. It's possible that if we played the fight differently, we would not have been in that problem. Guess I can Speedster. Can't actually buy anything here, but I didn't want to go to the encounter. I don't think we need to upgrade the Speedsters. Let's just rest. Okay. Let's see. Where did I save this thing, now that I think about it? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I think the place where this thought started was that, like, I have friends, basically, who don't like playing roguelikes. And I'm like, that kind of makes sense, based on the things that they said, which is, like, they don't really want to have to restart the game all the time, right? Like, they want to, I suppose, have, like, some kind of progression. So it's interesting Chaos Zero presents an interesting solution to that, in that you have save data. Save data seem to be a good idea. Sort of my problem with it, which I mentioned, pretty early on, I think, was that, I felt like, oh, is this gonna just kind of turn into farming simulator, right? Was my concern, which the game definitely sort of turned into. Here's farming simulator. Yeah, something I brought up here was, like, the reason why I wanted to play CZN was because it was anime Slay the Spire, and I also stopped playing Uma Musume, another game that was fun for a while, because I didn't want to do, like, farming for the PvP races. Like, that wasn't really my thing. And then I wanted to talk about the challenges of trying to balance, like, the roguelike mode with, like, the super crazy endgame stuff, like actually fighting bosses. Like, attempting to balance that is just, like, seems kind of ridiculous. What else we got? Yeah, also, like, if they wanted to make the roguelike mode more challenging and, like, more interesting and stuff like that, the problem you sort of run into is that people want to, like, the people who are farming, like, kind of get cooked by that, right? I think we can do this. Maybe it wasn't that good. We are struggling to block here. We are having a time. I think leg sweep is 15 plus, so that's 17 plus weaken, 24. I'm not gonna see this calculated gamble for a while. Should probably just play this. Oh, that was lethal. It was 25. Oh, I was at 25. It's kind of too bad. Got too distracted. Stop playing the game. I mean, to be fair, like, I think our block solutions just weren't very good, or we just didn't draw them. Like, we had two untouchables, and then didn't draw them at the right time. Yeah, so people farming want the game to be easier, but people who want to play the chaos mode for, like, the roguelike aspect, like, the game is too simple, right? Okay, people, yeah, farming, okay. Yeah, and then I talked about, I want to talk about, like, the general expectation when playing a game of, like, in order to succeed at a game, what are the game's expectations, right? So, like, in Slay the Spire, you're expected to make relatively strategic decisions in order to win a run. Like, in that run, maybe there was a way to draw the deck differently, or block at a different time where we would not have been in danger of, like, getting eaten on the one turn, where I think we took a lot of damage there, and stuff like that. But overall, it's sort of my opinion that roguelikes actually have a pretty lenient way of interacting with the game, because the reality is that in order for like, a lot of the stuff to be viable in a roguelike, the cards have to be good. So, like, you can't just make cards that are bad, and then, like, if things have, like, a literal 0% pick win rate, kind of, then I wouldn't say that the game is very balanced. So what comes with that is you can kind of succeed by not playing super optimally. You can just kind of like play the game, which is what I like about roguelikes, because you can just kind of like hop in, no expectations, just kind of like play the game and enjoy yourself. But with like some degree of challenge. And I think the interesting things are when you end up in a position where you have to like make strategic decisions based on the stuff that has happened in the run. So, for example, Pandora's Box, I think probably just a good relic overall, but it did present some complications for our run, you know. It wasn't necessarily true that picking Pandora's Box was objectively correct in relation to the other things. It was just that, like, it was a decision that now requires me to make further strategic decisions about the game state. Whereas in Chaos Zero, the unfortunate thing is that, like, a lot of the strategic decisions were made, like, significantly before the run. Like, there's all this gearing and leveling up your guys and, like, team compositions, and then even after that, the run itself is, like, fairly easy. So there isn't really a lot of strategic decision-making, which I think is kind of a problem. And Trick's pretty good with Snakebite, in my opinion. We just need to discard outlet. Yeah, I kind of wanted to, like, compress all of those thoughts into, like, a video. There was even more stuff that I wanted to talk about, but upon prattling, I feel like it's probably enough. I didn't want to spend too much time on it because there's other things that I wanted to work on. Oh my god. Well, we just eat 10 damage, unfortunately. We are looking for a discard outlet, I think. Yeah, and the dual wield. Attack or power card. There's a lot of powers that could go really well with dual wield. I didn't know you could get cards from other classes. That's technically an Ironclad card. And try fighting one elite. This is a lot. Yeah, our only damage basically is these poison cards. It's kind of rough. A lot of what you mentioned is why I stopped playing. Farming is boring, the endgame requires you to do that quite a bit, and the basic game is pretty easy and not much thinking needed. Yeah. Yeah. So the tone of the video in my mind is that, like, you know, sortie is cool, but also, like, there's a concern, I think. Ooh, yeah, this one. That it'll be very difficult to balance operators or combatants for, like, one thing or another. And I think that just getting, like, whopped on for 12. It's a lot of HP. Something that I wanted to mention that I feel like I wasn't really sure how to describe in the video was that, like, so Slay the Spire 2 is currently out. And the reality is that making a roguelike deck builder is a direct competitor to this game. So I want to say that in the time that it took to, you know, do... How much is this? 22? Oh, are we just dead? It's kind of too bad. We actually didn't have enough damage. Oh. The time that it takes to... Yeah, I guess this didn't... Took like a block card. The oil didn't do anything. We had no scaling and no AoE. That's fair. And the time that it took to actually develop the roguelike mode, like true roguelike mode, supposedly, this is what they're attempting to do. Then Spire 2 came, which means that I think the people who stayed playing Chaos Zero, you know, the people who are participating in like the Great Rift and stuff like that, are all like grinders. Like they're save data grinders. I think those are the people that are left in the game. So releasing the roguelike mode when there is another roguelike competitor that you could argue is better is questionable, I would say. You know, I want to say questionable, but it's not like... The reality is that it wasn't finished at one point in time, and then it was finished later, so... You know, define questionable there. Kind of just want to take the strike ++, right? So it's tough. You know, I want to be excited about, like, any new characters they release. Like, I personally think there was an amount of interesting potential for the game, but I have definitely considered whether I want to upkeep the partner program for that game, because it requires an amount of time to, like, do stuff. I'd just be spending that time doing something else. I don't necessarily feel like I've been given any kind of, like, unique opportunities, you know what I mean? It's just like, advertise our game. And then here is in-game currency. So might be deflect. Could also take speedster plus. Kind of awkward we took the steppy poison. I suppose this is upfront damage. Maybe something I've been lacking is just like not picking the upfront damage. Oh right, this is gas. Should remember that this is a thing that's available. Or thing that is available. Definitely want acro. And then maybe backflip, or because I don't really want to take the untouchable with only one discard outlet. So I think we take the backflip instead, and then find another discard outlet, then we'll go from there. Shame I can't buy this burst, man. I mean, Noxious Fumes is here, so is Haze. We'll probably take the Haze, and then we're really looking for a discard outlet now. Don't think I can fight 2 elites in a row. Seems a little ambitious. When did you become thick? Also, am I the only one who can't see the top part of the screen? Is there a... What part of the screen can you not see? Is something blocking it? Should I, like, move it? What am I looking at? What do you mean? This is a normal screen. I don't know what the issue is. Do you feel like you're looking at something weird right now? Like... This is the normal Slay the Spire stream. Thinking emoji? What are you thinking about? I see no issues. No issues. No things that are wrong with this stream. It's a haze. Hello, haze. feel like it's going to be very difficult to play this card at any point in time that's not literally right now. Oh, excuse me. Maybe you're right. I think I am right, actually. I don't think anything's going on in this stream. No, like, I can't see the parts I should be able to see, like floor counter, potions, coins. The top part of the screen is cut off. Is it? I mean, like, I don't know. I'm just like testing out this new layout. I don't know if there's some kind of something weird going on. Is it me being bugged? Yeah, you might be on the April 1st bug. You might be getting the special bug that happens on the 1st of April every year. I don't know, but like you could like, I don't know, it's kind of, it's like a maybe kind of thing, you know what I mean? But I got some feedback that people like sort of like the new layout, so the screen was bugged before I refreshed. Oh, like it actually literally was? That's so funny. That's so awesome. Yeah. I mean, it would be kind of hard to see the floor, like what floor is where, honestly. Suppose it's kind of hard to see my HP too. I think I'm down to take this Mirage. You really don't have like upfront damage, which is sort of a concern. I don't have like any upfront damage. I see the floor counter now normally, at least most of the time. Yeah, I don't see it sometimes. Oh, thank you for the splash. I really appreciate that. That's super cool of you to do that. It's super cool, super awesome. Can I get a discard outlet, please? Oh, thank you for the head pad. Unfortunately, that's so funny. Yeah, the head pad is technically, it is actually on my head. It doesn't like appear on the screen anywhere. So was hoping your white shirt would become transparent. What white shirt? I don't think I have any. I think my shirt is just transparent by default. Oh man. It's alright though, is it alright? You just really don't have like anything going on in this deck. I could probably beat the boss, but also it's like, no already, not alright. Oh, I see. Like it's already transparent? You're right. Oh my goodness. Am I supposed to win this encounter ever? There we go. We blocked everything. Very good. No, this one's the one that's summoning. What the helly? I have enough damage if I do like this. I'll throw that over there. Wait, is this a new avatar, or do you always have the setting? Like what setting are you talking about? Like the transparency effect? What are we picking here? Ricochet, deflect. Deflect is good with the acrobatics. We lose Ricochet plus, probably not. We lose Prepared plus, probably not. We lose Neutralize, probably not. No, the average female VTuber setting. Yes, I have always had this setting. This is, so I'm a time mage, and by virtue of being a time mage, one thing I'm allowed to do is borrow settings from different timelines. So this is from a timeline called, it's the Von Milkia setting. So there's a timeline where Flaris is referred to as Flaris Von Milkia. And that's the setting. Blocking surprisingly difficult. Well, have a nice day, Royal Light. I can't see you later, Corey. What, you don't want to stick around? What, is this not... Are you not entertained? Oh, man. It's great. No, take care if you're heading off, Corey. Thank you for dropping by. Take care. What other settings are there? The normal one, the Milkia one, the Labyrinth one, the old one, and which others? I like go through my toggles every once in a while. Actually, can I do this? That'd be really funny. Does this work? Oh, you guys are just covering the screen now. Oh man, guys, get off the screen, guys. Come on, guys. We can't see the game. Do you have a setting where you're funny? Hey, come on, man. I'm funny every single time I'm live. It's not my fault that you can't understand the genius that is my humor. This is peak, leave it like that? Wait, like with you guys in the way? Like this. Oh man, now we can't tell what the card decisions are. Is both time good? Probably not with our 7 billion card draw spells. Probably just Storm of Steel to discard more things. Yeah, this is you guys. That's the Lyrilyte. Just a blue little guy. You get extra card draw. Is that good? I feel like we kind of need to fix our draft. It might be Glass Eye. I think we can take Glass Eye. Shadow Meld helps us block. It's a follow through. It's a leg sweep. Just see how much of the screen your toggles can cover. I don't think there's another toggle that goes around this area. Piercing Will is kind of like a block. Dodge and roll is kind of like a block. Follow through also kind of like a block. AoE weakness. Okay, well, picked a bunch of cards. Hoping those cards are good. Do we actually think we could beat, like, the elite fight? Like, any of the elite fights? I want to say we probably can, but... You obviously need a giant necklace. Girls love floss. Yeah. Yeah. I'll get a... I'll get a white pearl necklace. I think that would be good. Get off the screen. You're blocking the screen. You're blocking the screen. You take 3 damage. That's my Mirage. We need that shit. Give that back. Oh, we're taking damage. It's playing a big blocky card that I use to block big things. Actually, I didn't think about this. Hold on a second. What if I did this? Nope. Nope. Okay. Is that... I think that's the... Here, now you guys can see more of the screen. Hold on a second. Here, let me... Oh, wait, am I at my... I'm at the limit. I'm at the size limit. No, I actually can't make the model bigger than this. That's so funny. Oh, man. That's great. That's awesome. All right, well, I guess this was the most effective method of showing the screen. My bad, my bad. Don't think we need another dodge and roll. Kind of want like a footwork or something. Does the rub on the screen one do anything? I don't think so. Because it would just... It would have some, Is there... First of all, I don't think that toggle exists on this one. I think that was on the previous one. But yeah, I guess it would show a little bit of transparency. Like a little bit of shading or something like that, to that effect. Well, these aren't footwork. We can sell a strike, and then that's kind of like having more block in our deck. Guess an accelerant? I suppose we don't actually have the most amount of poison. It's kind of like a deadly poison, noxious fumes, haze. We don't actually have the most amount of poison. Dodge and roll plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out of 26. Oh, right, we have a bing bong, so that gave me 2. Ah, she. Well, see, now we need, like, we actually need poison cards. We maybe need, like, a little bit of additional poison. It's a follow-through. Doesn't actually block the front guy. It's like kind of complicated. Gotta go. See you tomorrow. Next time I'll be live is Friday. But take care, Skits. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate you hanging out. We could add 2 Deadly Poisons to our deck. However, I don't think that's, like, really good enough. Nice. We have successfully applied 4 poison to each enemy. Good for me. Oh, I don't actually think that was enough. Just 12 plus 13. Yeah, we're dead. Awesome. I mean, it kind of feels like that wasn't, you know. I thought, ooh, the haze is kind of good. Like, ooh, look at all of our blocks. And card draw and no damage. It's kind of like a Noxious Fumes Pass deck. This is an option. You could do all of this. I believe. I'm gonna get some upgraded strike pluses and then go to town. Skewer Plus could potentially be a lot of damage. Just like, here's 33 damage. Just just take 33 damage. Pair with a vulnerable potion. What else could we pair it with? Not sure. Energy potion. Like Backstab. Lose all gold, transform 2 cards. I don't think we're shopping at all this act, so transform, strike, defend. The Hunt, Echoing Slash. Double rare. Put Sown on neutralize. We can go up energy for our skewer if we draw both at the same time. Ooh. Ah. Let's say, does it go for both? Be sick. It's a good block. Cachet is here. Piercing Whale is also here. No, we're so close. We were so close to it being lethal. Blade Dance, Blur up my sleeve. Blade Dance, Blur up my sleeve. I'll say it's Blur. So we probably have enough to beat another elite. At least I hope so. This is quite tragic. I hate bridges. Oh man. Well, now we have no HP. I saw someone is making a girl failure art club dating sim. I was reminded by you being a big girl failure. Oh no. Girl failure art club dating sim sounds like an awesome game that I should play. Let's just pop it. We just press the button. So now we can skewer for like 2652 damage and we're not dead. I mean, we're not dead. We just have a hallway fight after this. Is it better if we defend and then do... Instead of 52, it would be 13 less. 42, 39, that's a lot less, I think. Ooh, we got the hunt. Let's go. Sort of interested in this deflect. Not that we have the card draw, but it makes the Skewery, like, easier to play, I think. I don't know how I feel about the other stuff. I was just thinking. Is Girl Failure Art Club like an art club for girl failures, or is it like an art club that makes art of girl failures? It just since it's like the only chat message that is there, I'm just thinking. It got me thinking, you know. Got me stinking. This isn't enough damage to kill the other one? That's so sad. I realized that it actually would have killed me, so I had to use it. Oh, maybe one of the people in the art club is a girl failure, and they do art of that girl. It's like a bit of both. A bit of column A, of column B. Ooh, let's go. That triggered the hunt. We're pogging off. To deflect. Don't think we want any of these. Right? Don't think so. There's deflect. We could take another deflect. Hello, Poi, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's your day been? It is an art club that happens to only have girl failures, though I do like a club dedicated to producing girl failure art. Exactly, right? See, Unicorn gets me. I was like, we should just make one that's like only girl failure art. I want it. I am interested. No, it doesn't do enough. No. I want my hunt to do enough damage. Well, now this feels silly. We could have gotten more value off of the Echoing Slash. Just got home from playing some D&D, so going, well, nice. What were you doing D&D? How was your D&D game? The D&D game that I participate in has mostly been on hiatus. One of the players was traveling. I think we could have, like, convened recently, but I'm sick. Really looking for, like, card draw? What does this deck do? It's just trying to play Skewer? Nothing else to do? Hidden daggers? I mean, Hidden Daggers lets us put more damage into Skewer, basically, because it costs 0. I guess if we had discard payoffs, then we could, like, discard our discard payoffs, and then the Hidden Daggers are good. Bullet Time might just, like, play our entire hand at some point in time, but we have no card draw. So... don't know how I'm supposed to beat this upcoming encounter. Man, I don't think any of those are the solution, to be honest with you. It was a one-shot with a new group, mostly testing if I was compatible with the way they like to play, and it went well on that end. Nice, that's good. Always good to know that you're a good fit. Is it like a completely new group, or like someone you know, or it's like met them online or something? You said got home, so I don't know. Assume that means you went out, but also trying to play a skew right now. I guess we're also trying to play this Echoing Slash. Don't think we can play it for profit yet. No, that was my Echoing Slash fucking Unceasing Top. Oh my god. I'm still sick. Still sick. For some reason, the vertical stream is not buffering to hell and back, so I guess I'll use this one for now. Oh, is the horizontal stream, like, buffering? Or is it just, poi? Be good for me to know if my stream was buffering. Because I don't see any drop frames on my end. Horizontal's fine for me? Okay. It was probably a... what's it called? Like, I'm gonna say connection thing, but... like, data connection thing. There's more data in the horizontal stream, maybe? I don't know. I missed your question. My question was, it sounded like you came home from somewhere else, so I was curious to know how you actually met these people. Like, was it someone you knew, and it's like, by the way, we play D&D, and it's like, well, let's see if, like, no, you're a good fit in the group or not. Or it's just some random thing. Because I think there's, like, local game stores that, like, run D&D now. The thing people do. We are getting attacked for 18. We could block 18. Quite a bit of damage. I cannot deal enough damage back, so I suppose I will perish. Someone I know who I happened to talk about D&D with one day and found out they play. True. True. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I always wonder how people actually like get into play groups, because all I ever hear about are when the play groups are disastrous, you know. You hear about when the play groups are bad, you know. We take adrenaline. And you hear about people being in groups, but actually getting to them, it's like, how do you... Oh, you also hear about people never having time to organize sessions, but actually getting people into games. I've been invited to most of the games that I play. But alas, I have been without time. I've been without time for a long time. Too much to do. Oh, I ended up finishing Tiling Forest. I did not finish it, because I did the, did not do the stumps. Like, I didn't finish the stumps. I was a little frustrated with that game because I probably would have kept throwing my face into a wall until I read the documentation, where it's like, by the way, these are literally unsolvable, and I'm like, I kind of could have guessed that, but it wasn't super clear to me. Temptation whenever you're playing a puzzle game is like, there's probably just something that you're not getting, right? It's like, no, that's not the case. It's literally just you can't solve this puzzle. The only way for you to know that, aside from, I guess, vibes, it's probably unsolvable, is you have to literally, like, read the tutorial. I've only done a few of the stumps, and I don't plan on doing any more. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I was like, okay, like, I kind of get it. And then I didn't feel like playing anymore. But it was neat. Just wanted to update that I took the time to play it, and I was like, you know, we got a little bit better at the puzzle solving as time went on. It is funny to me, though, I guess, where it's like, when you read the documentation, like, I say documentation because it fucking reads like it's documentation, is that it's just like I feel like I've met these kinds of people. Maybe it's just like puzzle game players. It's kind of badmouth puzzle game players right now. Is that it's like, we can prove that this is unsolvable. Like, what? I mean, I guess. We can prove without a shadow of a doubt this is literally unsolvable. Like, that would not have been the first thing that I tried to do ever in any video game. I guess. Maybe it's just because it's such like a major stipulation in modern gaming that, like, the purpose of me putting a problem in front of you is that it is solvable and I expect you to solve it. Right. Ricochet, strangle, deflect. That's just how people talk about and think about puzzle games. Yeah, well, they sound like a fucking nerd. don't know if I'm taking anything here. Puzzle gamers are nerds? No fucking way! Yeah, it's like, I feel like I'm reading conversational, but the conversational is that... This sounds nerdy. Anyways, back to this card game. Anyways, picking from 3 cards is so fucking bad. Like Ricochet Strangle. I don't know why this decision is so hard for me. There's like upfront damage, there's a free block. Do I need the free block for anything? No. Do I need the upfront damage? Maybe. Do I have a discard outlet? No. Is Strangle better with Adrenaline? Strangle good. Strangle ever good. I feel like I don't want any of these cards. Except maybe Ricochet. Ricochet's maybe good. I'm playing the Artisan of Glimeth, and it's a great game, but I'm terrible at rotating shapes in my head. No one can stop you from flipping a cow in your head. I'm going to rotate this cow. Yeah, I guess I was gonna say, I wonder if talking about like mana curve and, you know, being cognizant about your outs and stuff like that, it sounds equally as nerdy, and it's like, I think I know the answer to that question. Oof. I think I know the answer to that question. I wish I could rotate that cow, it would help a lot. What cow do you want to rotate? It's different schools of nerdy. The puzzle example sounded like a math nerd. Card stuff is slightly different. Yeah, I want to say it's different vibes. It's just different vibes. Which is a different vibe from VTuber Nerd, because that's very different. That is quite different from the traditional nerd. What VTuber Nerd sounds like is... I had a conversation with a friend, and they were like... Yeah, I was watching this... I swear I was watching someone, she was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! She had like pink hair, and then in 0.5 seconds I said it must have been Rosemi. And they were like, ain't no way. And they looked it up, it's like, yes, it was that one. What the fuck is wrong with you? I was aware of the great Wozumi-sama. There was no doubt in my mind. I suppose there are... At the time, there weren't as many pink-haired VTubers playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Now there kind of are. Rosemi Bidan from Zeta Gundam? No. I'm gonna die. It's crazy. Rosemi Lovelock from Niji Sanji. I believe she graduated a while ago. I'm now dead. Which is kind of a shame, because we got an early Adrenaline. All I do is play Magic. I feel like Magic is sort of the the normie card game now. I don't know, maybe it's the vetted card game and there's like the normie card game isn't Magic, it's like whatever the newest hotness is. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Do you actually? A cow, that's a shape that can be rotated, reflected, and translated on a 2D grid. Yes. What was I thinking about? Yeah, being a nerd, playing Magic. There's definitely a thing that I was thinking of in relation to Magic. Oh, it was, I watched a video. I watched a coder video, Distant Coder. That was, Magic players try to understand Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulings. And I don't typically watch these videos because I find that there's a lot of, usually the punchline is like, oh, what's this Yu-Gi-Oh! Ruling? Oh, that's fucking stupid. Why would it work like that? That's really dumb. You know what I mean? It's the obvious punchline, and then there's only so many times you can, like, watch that video. It's pretty funny the first time, and then, you know, every other time it's like, okay, I get it. But it was really interesting. He had the Play to Win podcast on, and those two seem like very competent players. I don't think I've watched any of their content. I know friends who listen to their content, though. And actually, most of the quiz was them, like, kind of getting the answers right, but also because they were asking a lot of questions about, like, how certain things work. And I think it's really interesting because, for me, personally, this sort of started, maybe the realization sort of started with cooking, but the cool thing for me is like how transferable understanding is. I think that that's relatively important. Where it's like the principle of understanding like what an ingredient does is kind of similar to understanding like why a game advances in a particular way, or like why certain steps are resolved certain ways, and then like applying that. So the chain in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like puts everything on the stack, or the chain, or whatever. And then I kind of like Toric Toughness plus Shadow Meld. It's kind of cool. So you put stuff on the chain, and it all resolves, and then it, like, everything has to resolve. You can't interject as things start resolving. Which, interestingly enough, is how, like, 90% of stacks in Magic resolve anyways, so it doesn't really matter. With some nuances. Like, sometimes you maybe want to interact with a target that's now in the graveyard. Like, if you... I guess if you had, like, I think it's Sylvan Primordial, maybe? I think that's the one that casts stuff out of graveyards. Yeah, you had a way to, like, cast something out of someone else's graveyard, so you let a counterspell resolve, and then, yeah, do something about that. But also, like, you can only respond to the most recent thing on the chain anyways. There's a bunch of nuances, but the point is that there are, like, so many people. The follow-up to this was that I was watching a lot of, Coder's Judge Calls, because I've heard of the series before, but hadn't really been watching them. And it's funny. It's, you know, on the topic of videos that this is just the same video every time, but this one I actually thought was funny. It's making fun of people who just literally don't understand how the rules of a game work. And it's, I guess, appalling to me, or interesting that it's like, wow, you just like fundamentally don't understand how the rules of this game work. You know what I mean? Sylvan Primordial does land stuff. I think the one that's cast is Diluvian. That makes sense. Sylvan is like green. Usually a green thing. So I just thought it was funny, is all. Where I think these people who have a good grasp of like how Magic works and why it works that way we're able to discern a lot about, like, maybe how it works in Yu-Gi-Oh! Perhaps a lot of it was reading context clues. We also don't know how many questions they asked off screen or off camera, like not included. I'm wondering about this Anticipate because it could be like Anticipate, Shadow Meld, Torque Toughness, or even Anticipate plus Shadow Meld is like just good blocks, but we don't have card draw. Anticipate's good at making the AoE apply weak. We are kind of missing damage. We have one more fight until the Elite, so I want to say maybe it's Blade Dance, but we have a pinpoint. I think that also means this is better. We get an Acrobatics or a Prepared, that'd be good. So now we can do everything. Nice. Yeah, one of the most interesting rulings that I thought this was kind of cool was that there is a Yu-Gi-Oh card that prevents you from summoning anything but water monsters, and I was happy I got this ruling right. I mean, you know, to whatever degree you can say watching a game show that you got something right, whatever that means. And it was like, there's a card that makes you only able to summon water monsters for the rest of the turn. There's another card that allows you to exile all monsters on the field, and then they get special summoned back to the board. And the interesting nuance with this card, this is 2021. I can't actually cast it or do the thing. And the interesting part about this rule is that the card that exiles all the cards and special summons them back, it's kind of like a board blink. That's the purpose of the card. But it also blinks your opponent's stuff. Is that because the card says that you are special summoning, it is your effect. It is special summoning everything back to the board. Your opponent is not special summoning everything back to the board. I'm gonna go this way. Feeling kind of scared. So because it is your effect, and you cannot special summon any other things except for water, you can potentially board wrath your opponent with this card. Which is like, damn, that's kind of cool. It's interesting that that works that way. So you could say like, oh, that's did we want to weaken it? It didn't matter. You could say, oh, well, that's kind of like a unique ruling. Like, how often does that come up realistically? But I don't know. Maybe the knowledge could be discerned into some other valuable thing. Reading the card explains the card. Reminds me of logic and semantics will work. That's a class? Logic and semantics? Oh, we have a 0 cost. Neat. We want those Noxious Fumes. I mean, our deck isn't really doing anything long-term, so maybe 1 Noxious Fumes is pretty good. It's actually also kind of good versus Phantom, because poison does damage every turn. So, like, that's a thing that I'm talking about, right? Like, dealing with Phantom Slippery is sort of like an abstract problem to solve. And then you can think about, like, well, how do I actually want to solve that problem? And one of the ways you can solve that problem is by dealing damage every turn with poison. And then by the time the poison's actually stacked up, it'll probably be doing a little bit more damage. Now, this is a lot of damage, which I'm concerned about. Ideally, I guess we want to find a good turn to play this vulnerable potion and actually, like, attack. Probably involves pinpoint, I would say. Here's a weaken. Yeah, we can anticipate. Oh, I was planning on blocking, but I guess we're not blocking anymore. Oh, we can just play the defend. On the topic of not understanding how the game works. This is 11. 9. It's going to be 11 then 10 next turn, so just let it ride. Yeah, I also played some Master Duel, which I was considering playing this Saturday, because the deck that I play has some new cards. It's always fun to check in a little bit. Also, season just reset. Or it should be resetting in the next few days, at least. I got somebody with Forbidden Droplet in Battle Phase, because I know that you cannot... It's like you can't activate effects except for quick plays that modify attack in Battle Phase. And Forbidden Droplet modifies attack in Battle Phase. So I was able to get somebody attacking with their boss monster and then like just droplet their thing. Felt pretty satisfying. Guess this is Deflect, Expose, Anticipate. Deflect is like a 0 cost that makes Shadow Meld better. And Anticipate better. And Acrobatics better. I also had a pretty standard Slayin today, but the Door Maker fight was funny since it was the only fight the whole run where I went infinite. Yeah, I feel like new Door Maker is not that difficult, I want to say. Because you could just, like, exhaust cards from your deck. It's presented as if it's a downside. Which is really funny. I mean, mind you, I've been losing on Silent a lot. I don't know if it's because I'm sick, so I'm, like, playing poorly. I'm allowed to use that excuse. But it, I've been losing a lot. Kind of wanted to play a defect run, but we're almost at the 2-hour mark. I didn't really want to go far past 2 hours, because I am both still sick and also... I don't know how long I am allowed to keep the screen like this until YouTube, like, literally bans my channel. You might notice that I am not live on Twitch today, and the reason for that is because I'm pretty sure this thing that I am doing literally right now is actually literally TOS on Twitch. So, because this was a meta. This was a meta, guys. Do you remember the green screen meta? Shit was so funny. I thought it would be a good bit to, you know... What are you doing? Oh yeah, I'm just playing Slay the Spire. You're so true. You're so real for that. The green screen meta. It's like, I kind of want to take the Haze just to take it. Haze is like an okay card. We're looking for prepareds. We don't have prepareds. We also don't have anything we need to discard off the acrobatics, so maybe it's okay to take it, because we do need something to discard off acrobatics. Never mind, we found this tactician. Ooh, Ori was probably better. We have no attacks in hand. Draw 2. I think we can, like, remove this. What else would we like to do? It's a deadly poison. Wish we had a draw discard. But we don't. Flux Potion might help me kill the next elite, so we'll take it. Depends a lot on your draws if you can afford to only exhaust your bad cards against them. I guess so. It's probably fair. And a regen potion. Slay the Spire 2 got the Hoonie Pop treatment, where just playing it as TOS. Harsh but fair. Yeah, for real. For real, that is actually what happened. Guess we don't want to Flex Potion now. We kind of want to Flex Potion the AoE versus the second phase. Yeah, they just saw all the monsters, like, fighting all the monsters and stuff, and they were like, this is... Guys, this is a little TOS, I don't know. Shout out to Slay the Spire being TOS on Twitch. Lots of follow-through. It's a shame that we can't, like, play this haze, because I think it'd be pretty good. The question is, do we want to follow through now? Is that better than... I feel like our draws are pretty ass. Because this is only like 11 to everything, and then we draw like nothing, right? Alternatively, we draw nothing next turn, and then we can draw nothing the turn after that. That's also pretty bad. We can't really time walk 2 draws. We can only time walk like 1 draw. I guess we hit with Noxious Fumes here too. But yeah, I just wanted to have a little bit of a giggle today. Just a silly little giggle. It's a shame that every time I want to do something kind of funny and just sick, that has been the entire year this year. Bag of Prep. Storm of Steel. Kind of want to take Storm of Steel just for the discard multiple cards aspect. Because then we can discard both of these at the same time. And that's kind of lit. I guess the shivs also help with the shield. The slippery shield. Okay, this is doubled, so that's good. And then, if we wanted to, I guess we could have, like, just completely torn the shield off of it instead of committing to this Toric Toughness. That's fair. Could have been a mistake. Ooh, the Anticipate would have given it +2. Basically, the only reason I could get away with not exhausting my acros or Tacticians was because I had Ice Cream, Footworks, and Belt Buckle. Yeah. I guess it depends, like, how many of each you have, I suppose. Because in my mind, it's like, there's so many cards that, like, you can just get rid of. Just depends how you're playing the game, I suppose. Yo, sick draw on the turn where we're dying. Let's go. Super awesome, crazy PogChamp draw. We don't need to Shadow Meld. It's such a good card. It's like we can Tactician and then play this follow through, which I think might be better than playing Storm of Steel, honestly. Like this is 20 damage, I guess. Whereas it's gonna die in like another turn anyways. So this is actually just better. Sweet. Nightmare, assassinate, echoing slash. There's nothing to nightmare except for noxious fumes. Assassinate makes hallway fights easier. You can just do that. Echoing slash helps versus like Decimillipede a little bit. Oh, I thought if this was the special path, it wasn't. It's pay all of your gold. 5 0-cost strikes. It's unfortunately like what we have. These paths don't look awesome. It's like from here. I guess 0-cost strikes are good with, like, acrobatics and stuff. Because they're easy to play now. Wait. Why did I have 2 energies still there? Did I trigger Candelabra and I didn't notice? That was just there. It was active and available. Yeah, I don't really know what's been going wrong with my silent runs, to be honest with you. I feel like I've been struggling quite a bit. Pescatara's Ember is especially funny on defect. Yeah, for like the good, like all the 0-cost synergies and stuff. I guess it's kind of hard because like if you haven't already removed all your strikes by that point, I guess is the more or less obvious stipulation. Nunchaku with 0-cost strikes. Seems kind of lit. That is damage. Shockwave. Omni Slice. I think I'm down to like Shockwave. Have you looked at your card stats for Silent? My card stats. I did not know that you could check card stats, so no, I have not. Do I get to find out how many times picking Noxious Fumes has lost me the game? Blitzing Flask, Cloak and Dagger, Blade Dance. Yeah, is there a way to, like, export it? Blade Dance, Cloak and Dagger. All the telemetry data stuff. I feel like I want to take the Bouncing Flask. We're looking for, like, a little bit more aggressive poison stuff. On the card viewer, you can see how many runs you've won with a specific card in your deck. Card viewer, you can see how many runs you've won. I see. Yeah, I think that was a... There was a mod, like Mastery mod in Spire 1 that had that. Right. I don't know if it also showed like how many runs you won, but it's kind of cool. I'm scared to check it. Is there any chance that I fight 2 elites here? Hello, Entomancer. Ooh, Dark Jackals. Rolling Boulder might also be good. It does 5, 10, 15. Done like 30 in 3 turns. 5, 10, 15, 20, 50. Do I need this to do 50 damage for me? Is my question. I want to say probably not. But I primarily wanted to... I wanted to make pinpoint cost 0. Which means I'd rather pick this skill. Now we don't have the block. Apparently half my defect wins have been with boost away in the deck. That kind of makes sense to me. You want to know what card I think is really powerful is Rocket Punch. It's a run that's not going to get posted because it's like A, I think people aren't super interested in the runs. And B, what am I doing here? Playing this aggro so that I can draw dazes. Next turn it's going to be 10, then 12. That's like... It's 22. 22 plus 12. 22 plus 20. 22 plus 20. Maybe 3 turns. We probably want our blocks and stuff. Then it'd be 4 turns. We can't play this the Storm of Steel. It doesn't matter. It did get buffed recently, and I like the buff. Previously, the card was a little awkward. I agree. I think the card now is quite good. I was backseating a defect run for a friend, and I was like... There's this really powerful thing you can do. Right, I was going to talk about the run that I'm not posting, because it will probably not re-record any more runs. And yeah, Rocket Punch did not have its buff yet. It was not buffed yet. I got distracted again. The run I'm not posting. It was literally just like turbos and skims and rocket punches, and I played like 7 billion cards in one turn, and the run was very easy. Because it's like, wow, you have energy and card draw, and then your card draw costs 0. You just do whatever you do whatever the hell you want. You do whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter. I call it the mono, not mono red, but like I call it the Blood Moon effect, or like the stacks effect, I guess you could say. Where it's like, okay, you have successfully like executed your stacks game plan. Theoretically, you could do just about anything to win the game. Like, anything can win under Blood Moon that is actually doing something. Which is why Red-Green used to win with, like, Stormbreath Dragon. Because it doesn't fucking matter. You can just do whatever you want. Kind of same with Infinites, I suppose. To a random enemy. It's like, is that doing to all enemies? I want to say that prepared is probably good. Deflect was also probably fine. But yeah, because it was like a late night, you know, I was kind of just like moping. Being a little mopey sad boy. Like I got to the final boss and I was like, I spent like 30 seconds just like playing rocket punches and turbos, and I was like, dog, like what is happening, man? Like what the hell is this run? Like literally what is going on right now? I was just so appalled. It was like 3 in the morning, whatever. This incidentally was also the night before I got sick, so it was Saturday evening. Prepared is good, really? Yeah, I mean, obviously, but contextual to the deck, yeah. Contextual to having more ways to discard my Sly cards, yeah. Also contextually good for, like, 0 cost for Pinpoint. Also contextually good for, like, Acrobatics plus extra cards. So, I'd say the cards, you know, cards pretty good. I'd say costing 0 costs. Casting 0 costs is probably pretty good. I'd like to upgrade this. It's the guy from Journey. Yes, that guy, totally. 100%. I knew I recognized him from somewhere. Wow, both poison cards on the literal bottom of my deck is super cool. This kind of sucks. We dead? No, we died. I wonder if not Bouncing Flask and Noxious Fumes in the bottom two cards of my deck if we were fine. I guess also, like... Oh, this was a Shackling Potion. Oh, I mean, I thought this was the gift potion, which is why I didn't use it. But I guess it would have saved me there. Some misplay. That's fine. That is okay. I think it's time to go. Probably. In that point. And don't have a whole lot of energy still. So if you're still here, hey, thanks so much for watching this stream. That was completely normal and nothing changed. Boo-bye. Were we waiting the entire stream for that one? That's pretty good. It's pretty funny. Right, see y'all. Bye.